Hello again, people, and welcome to sort of a food review. If you're in any way like me and you love your tea, this review is for you, because I've been trying this super posh Teapigs, for about 3 weeks or so, maybe more, and have come to an interesting conclusion. So listen on if you want to find out which I think is the best between these two. Now, Teapigs I ordered off their site. The first order, if you sign up for their email, you get free delivery, and that's quite a saving because I saved about £2.50, I think, in postage. That's a lot for postage. That would be worth doing, but that will be my only order, because the strangest thing was, the more cups of tea I made with this stuff, the harder it got to make a nice cup of tea, and the more sugar I had to add, because all I could taste was the overpowering taste of the tea, which you'd think would be a good thing, because it is tea, but it's not when you just don't enjoy it. I mean, there's no arguing with the quality of this tea. You can see it's proper whole tea, pretty much what you'd find in loose leaf tea. That's not the problem. The problem is, it just, like I say, gets harder to make a nice cup of tea. And this stuff, when I opened it last night to make a cup of tea, the very first tea bag I tried, I made a really nice cup of tea like that, which says it all to me. That's what made up my mind to not buy this again. This stuff, the Teapigs, was about £7 something, and that was with 25% off on their site. Just over £7 for 50 tea bags. Compare that to this stuff, which is currently at Tesco for £4.50 for 160. Do the maths. And I'm well aware that you can find any number of sites that will tell you, oh, the way they make tea bags is with sweepings off the floor. Well, I find it very hard to believe, because there'll be multiple health and safety implications with that. So, I don't think so. And the fact that I can make a cup of tea that's perfect using less sugar with that, versus having to add increasing amounts of sugar just to balance out the taste of the tea with this, which cost £7 for just 50. I think what you're actually paying for is their fancy biodegradable cornstarch tea bags, because they're not made with plastic, which is good, of course, but what I'm going to tell you is it's just not worth all that extra money, I don't think. And I know that you can get 160 tea bags for less than £4.50, but I'm telling you, it's worth paying that for this stuff, because it is beautiful. Whereas this, it's so hard to make a nice cup of tea. The first time you have one, you're like, wow, this is amazing. It tastes just like my mum used to make when I was little at Sunday tea time. And then after that, it's like, why isn't this tasting as nice as it was before? And you increasingly think that. And then you get one of these out, and instantly you make a really nice cup of tea. I'm sure there's some kind of science behind it, or maybe psychology as well. But that's my verdict, people. Stick to the cheap stuff. Well, relatively cheap compared to that. And you can't go wrong. And I love their labels here. Great taste. Who says that that's meaningless when you can't see who's saying that? Although I do note that theirs is 2015, theirs is 2016. Here's my verdict. I'm never buying that again. I'm going back to this. So, hope you have enjoyed my review. I hope it's maybe saved you some money, and thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.